Hey guys, it's me. It's me. I know you missed me. I missed you too. I really did. I really did miss you guys. Told you I was coming back today on the 4th of January. I said it was going to happen, and I'm here. I'm back for the 2-2. It is 2022, and I'm excited. We're in the middle of a new season, and I'm super, super excited about being back with you guys. Listen, I those 2 weeks being off were very good for me. It was actually very necessary, but I still missed you guys, so I'm just here to say what's up. And we back here for these conversations. Like, these conversations never gonna stop. Not right now, at least. Like, we still need to talk. So let me just catch you guys up. If you have not shared already, please go ahead and share in this hey Ro, hey girl, hey. It's good to see you. Happy 2022. If you haven't shared, go ahead and share. Listen, people need to know it ain't about me, it's about these topics. And so we're gonna get this going. I just give you guys a little bit of an update. I think I kind of shared a couple things with you. I think if you were on the last broadcast or you watched the replay, you would know, yes, I moved, I relocated. Yes. And so girl, yes, it's yo, this is my time. You actually caught a lie, right? Oh girl, yeah, call me when we get up. This should be less than an hour. Definitely call me. But yes, you guys know I just moved to Texas, and I am still in transition, but I am very grateful that I'm here and I'm making it. And listen, y'all, we know transitions are not easy, and so I understand more and more just how you got to keep going a little bit at a time. But it's like I'm definitely grateful for just really keeping my peace, right? Like that's like the biggest piece for me. And I'm just grateful that all the stuff that's going on in the world, it seems to be overwhelming at times. And so I'm grateful that that I'm good, the people around me are good, and even when we're not good, we're still good because we can lean on each other, right? It's about perspective, right? And so I mean, that's the most update that I have. I just wanted to let you guys know I'm all good. I'm well. For those who were concerned or who feel like I haven't, there are some people who I haven't talked with lately, but that's just because I'm moving around. So, I'm grateful. I'm reset. That's the word for this season. Like, to me, like it was a reset. And if you were able to use this last season as a reset, you'll do really good. You do really good because you understand that it's always a time to fuel, right? It's always a time to recalibrate. That's the word, recalibrate. I like recalibrate better than reset. This is a season of recalibration. And so I am definitely super stoked about just what the new year has. And I know some people are not able to really get excited about it because of the last 2 years. But let me tell you something. The last 2 years was not all doom and gloom. It was not. And I'm sorry if it was for you, but this is a new season we're coming into. And I need you guys to shift your perspective because we're not going to speak that anything is horrible coming up. We're going to find the positive as always, right? So I know you're probably wondering what I'm talking about when I say hot topics. Well, and I mean, let's be clear. We've heard of hot topics. Normally I do like a series. And I know anybody who's been rocking with me since the very beginning, I used to have days where I just saw something on the news and I just ran with it. And that's why I kind of got this idea from, the idea is sometimes some things happen in the news that just deserve to be talked about, right? And I feel like it's important to make sure that we are making sure that we are discussing those things in a platform that allows for those good conversations. Hey, Crystal girl, I am good. I am good. How are you? I hope all is well with you and the babies, and the not so little babies. So yeah, like I figured that we would go ahead and do this hot topics thing, right? Now just for you guys who know me, this is nothing about gossip or anything that's messy, but I believe that to me, there's a tasteful way to talk about there's a tasteful way to talk about things without being crude and rude. Hey Kanichi, oh my goodness, it's been so long since I talked to you. Hi guys, how you doing? There's a tasteful way to talk about things without actually being crude. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about some things that are on the news cycle for the last couple weeks because I've been out, and things I think that are important to talk about. So let's go. And I'm doing this in no particular order, and so I'm gonna try to do it in order. I'm gonna try to do it in order I saw of things kind of happening, and then we'll go from there. So what's the first thing I'm gonna do? I wasn't gonna talk about this at first, but I'm going to, and this is why I'm gonna talk about it. Because I feel like things it has to do with mental health, right? And so first of all, that's nothing. Every topic that I'm going to bring up is going to have something to do with mental health. Okay. And because mental health is in everything that we do, it pretty much qualifies for everything. So I don't think that anything's off filter. So here we go. The one thing that I'm going to bring up, I did not want to bring this up, but I'm going to bring it up. Let me tell you why. If anybody has heard of the Devin and Megan divorce, I think his name is Devin Franklin and Megan Good. Yeah. And they just filed for divorce not too long ago. Oh my God. I was so irritated watching so many people talk about it. But then I had to realize that unfortunately, because they were in the public eye, people are going to talk about it. I have a totally complete different spin on it, though. My spin is this. This is my spin. My spin is that I don't know what happened in their personal life. That's not my business. That's not what I'm going to talk about. But what I want to say is divorce, while it's not desired, it doesn't have to be the worst thing that ever happened to somebody. It's an unpopular opinion, y'all. Y'all not going to ride with me here. And I understand y'all not going to ride with me. But there are some people who have decided and have not taken it lightly. And have went to counseling and went to therapy and, tried to work things out and then just realized it wasn't going to work out, or that maybe it should have never went together, or however it happened. And they decided the best situation for them was to get a divorce. Guess what? Believe it or not, you're not going to crawl into a hole and die. It's possible that for y'all, their situation might have been the best situation for them. I know y'all don't believe it. Oh, and don't let y'all be churched because y'all already know, divorce is the worst thing. I get it, y'all. I understand. I get it. Nobody wants to talk about, that. I don't wish divorce on anybody. But if there are some times where if that is the best thing for the situation, sometimes you just have to say, you know what, I wish you both well. And I hope that the next season that you both are going to, although not together, separately, you guys can be peaceful and happy. Can we think about that? Like, is it possible that this is good for both of them individually and not the worst thing that happened ever? Are y'all more mad because a successful couple that y'all got to idolize in the media is no longer together, and you just can't, I can't believe it, or sometimes I call them, people have celebrity pet situations. Like, oh my God, like they live vicariously through people, right? I just ask you guys to give them compassion. I ask you to give them grace, and I ask you just to say that no matter what happened, whatever it was, even if it was really sad, just pray that they, wish them peace on their journey of learning and growing, right? Just a different perspective. Who am I? Y'all tell me y'all opinions because y'all know I'm not just talking to myself. I only talk because y'all don't talk back to me no more. Y'all need to come on, put these comments in here, y'all. I need to hear what y'all think. This is y'all go. The switch up's gonna happen in a minute, and y'all gonna be lost. So if I was y'all, I get in here, okay? So that's one thing. And I told y'all I'm not even gonna stick to these things unless y'all like go a little bit further with it. But everything ain't a end of the world. Everything ain't doom and gloom. Sometimes some things are the best situation for that situation. And I'm gonna leave that at that. Mimi. Oh, Mimi. I love you. I don't know. Y'all seem to love me today. Y'all popping on. I love y'all. Good to see y'all. Listen. Yeah, and so girl, listen, I understand, bro. But yeah, so like the whole thing, that's what I have to say about it. If y'all have some more comments, let me know. If you think that, you disagree with me, put that in the comments. Listen, y'all, I want all the smoke. I want all the smoke because guess what? I'm not scared of your opinion. I believe that adult people can have conversations with parents without arguing and being insulted and being mad at each other. And raising our voices. I believe we can have intelligent conversation. And sometimes agree to disagree, right? So that's my thought process on Devin and Megan. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Be respectful though. Listen, you have your opinion, but be freaking respectful. Sorry, this is my channel and I'm gonna let you speak freely, but I do want you to be respectful of the people you're speaking to and just of people's stuff, right? So the next thing I wanted to talk about was the COVID that is going on. The Omicron, I think, variant is going up, and a lot of people are getting COVID, and they're starting to shut down more stuff, like churches, some schools. I think in Illinois, I heard that they are shutting down not shutting down, but you can't go to inside establishments without the vaccine. And I try to stay away from talking about the COVID. But I would say this, my only thoughts about it, and this is not pro-vax, anti-vax, whatever. It's none of that. This is not that this thing is not real or it is real. The government's lying. None of that. My opinion is from a mental health standpoint. My opinion is whatever you do not allow fear to overtake you. Okay? Remember when COVID first started and the isolation? This is the reason I started this, because I saw people were really being overcome by fear. So much so that it was really affecting their mental health for the worse. Depression started to increase. And their relationships were really taking a dive. Paranoia was starting up and anxiety was high. And I'm not saying that you won't have those things. What I'm saying is that sometimes turn the news down. Even if you know certain things are going up, just get to a point where you realize at this point in 2022, COVID is going to be a part of our life forever. The difference is how extreme. It's going to normalize in a minute, like the flu and any other virus. Whether y'all want to believe that or not, it's going to happen, okay? Until that happens, stay safe the best way possible. Do the best you can do within your parameters, and do not allow this stress to kill you, okay? Don't allow anybody to fearmonger you. Don't allow anxiety to catch you, and just continue to live your life. Be safe. Take whatever precautions you need to take, but don't allow the fear to pound you down, right? So I see that people talk about it all over, but I just want people, don't go back to the fear you had in March 2020. Don't go back there, right? That was the height of it all. And everything was going up and down. And, we saw horrible things, but I want you to make sure that you don't allow yourself to go back to the worst of the ideas. I want you to just take things with a grain of salt. And if you need some help, I told y'all, I still believe therapy is the best form of self-care. Definitely get that for yourself, because it's rough. And so don't isolate yourself and let your mind just wander and go crazy, right? Okay, so that's that one. I told you I wasn't going to talk about my thoughts about it. I just want you to know that's what it is. I'm crossing them out as I go, guys. Y'all let me know what y'all feel about that. You know, you can go right in there. Again, don't go too political. Don't go too spiritual. We don't need all that. Just put some comments about what you feel about the how it makes you feel and how it makes you go. Aunt Bessie, did you pop in here? I love you, Aunt Bessie. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Oh my goodness, everybody coming out today. Yes. Okay. I saw this thing on here. Everybody heard about the Antonio Brown. Is that his last name, Brown? Yeah. Antonio Brown situation, football, where he was in the middle of a game and he took on the sideline, he took off his jersey and he stormed off of the field, and he missed like a $1 million signing bonus for, you know, not finishing the game, and then the team kicked him off. I've seen a lot of commentary about this guy, and I want to first say I try not to use, you know, spiritual stuff here, but I pray for him, and I'm just hopeful that he gets some help. Whether or not you are into sports and think about the game, whether you have feelings about the football game or the team, whether you have feelings about his character, from a mental health perspective, you absolutely know there's something going on there. And if you go a little bit deeper, we talk about the CTE, about the physical brain issues of having the concussions. It's really, really concerning. And people make jokes about it, but it's nothing funny to me. I mean, I get it. We laugh, we do all funny stuff. And people say, man, you know, he acting out. And I'm sorry, I'm going to specifically point this at man. And I don't like to do this often because I don't want it to be like mental health is never a gender thing, but I'm going to specifically point this at man. When you see somebody acting out of character, I get accountability. Accountability is necessary. But there comes a point where it can't just be always that person they just want to act a fool. Men, I hate that we did not build a space for you guys to emote safely. I hate that we did not make a space for you. And I said we as us women. I hate that we didn't make a space for you starting from when you were younger up until now, where you're able to feel that you can talk about your feelings. Because see, it's not fair that we try to get you to talk about your feelings at 40 and 38, and we didn't let you talk about your feelings at 5 and 10 and 15. And so, and I'm not saying that's everybody's situation, but unfortunately it's a lot of ours. And so therefore you don't get that much compassion from the average man. He like, shut up, get through it, and just get to work. And what you don't understand is that somebody is broken, if their spirit is broken, if their mind is scattered, if they actually have some chemical imbalances going on, there's so much more to him. He don't care about that money, that moment. He probably can't stop the negative, like constant thoughts in his head. Who knows what's going on in his mind? And I'm just so scared for him. I'm not scared for him. Let me change it. I worry that the criticism does not drive him to isolate. Because when you isolate and you're in that condition, and if he doesn't have people that's close to him that's going to like surround him and get him the help that he needs and kind of force him to get the help he needs, unfortunately, you're going to hear about these other stories, like you hear about these other football players that unfortunately have like tragic ends. And it's really sad of what I see right now. So I just, my thoughts and prayers are with the brother. Like it's not funny to me. And people say, oh, he was like this before he got hit by whatever his name is, whatever. I don't care what you say, but at the end of the day, whether or not you want to acknowledge that mental health is a real thing, he had something going on. There's some type of mental break there, and he needs to get some help. And I have just as much compassion for him as I do for the homeless person I saw on the bus stop yelling and pulling their hair out earlier. I saw that, and it hurt my heart. because they're not just somebody that's dirtying up your sidewalk to your downtown. That's a person that Lord knows what demons they're battling with, what mental health issues they're dealing with, and what services that they don't get to receive. And so it's sad when you see somebody's mind outside of their control. So, you guys tell me what your thoughts are about it. I'm really concerned about that brother. He's had a couple of issues up until now, and I think that if somebody doesn't go and embrace him and really help him with that, he can go off the grid. And I just don't want to hear anything horrible happen. Unfortunately, we heard so many stories, and then what happens is people forget about these people, and they just act. When he was winning games for y'all, and when he was the great getting all these football, because I'm a football fan, so when he was doing all that stuff, it was yay, what's up? He's the greatest, whatever. And the minute that he's not acting how you want him, these NFL rules, now he's disposable. Y'all get out of here. Get out of here. I don't want to hear that. And an unpopular opinion, if we find the more we keep hearing about CTE and these concussion and these brain injuries, if this is something that's going to be happening more often, I don't know what the percentages are. They won't give us real percentages. Then I don't even want to watch the sport, because I don't think people should be sacrificed. And people say, well, they signed up for it. That doesn't mean anything. I could sign up to have let me give you I could sign up to have what's that called? Plastic surgery. Do I deserve to die at the table because I signed up to have plastic surgery? Sometimes you guys' judgments are so just harsh. They're just harsh. That's what they deserve. They shouldn't have did that. It's just really, really harsh. I just want you guys to be much more like compassionate, have more empathy. Nobody deserves to die ever. I know a lot of y'all don't agree with that. I'm talking about murderers. I'm talking about rapists. I just don't believe anybody deserves to die. Y'all might not agree. Unpopular opinion. That's just my opinion. Y'all tell me what you feel in the comments. So I'm going to be prayers and thoughts up with Antonio Brown. Yeah, Ro, you got to look at that story. It's just real sad. He was on the Steelers, and now he's on. Probably should have known that before I said it. I forget whatever teams he's on. He's with Tom Brady, and Tom Brady knows what's going on too, because I think he's put a comment out. Please have compassion for him. Like, he knows. I think the guy stayed in his house for a little bit, so it's much more severe than we know about. All right. I know y'all heard about Betty White. Oh my God, Betty White. Oh, the last Golden Girl. She passed away on New Year's Eve. Like we were saying, just bubble wrap her, because we can't lose anybody else. And Betty White passed away. I think she was one of the most beloved people that was still alive. And I think they said she had like 99 and a half. It's so fun. They was doing the song, anybody that's churchy, they know that song. Lord, I'm running, trying to get 100 because 99. Okay. I'm not trying to sing. And a half. Okay, I had to do that part. Yes, Betty White. She was beloved. I really, it was sad to see, but I also feel like she lived a really great life. And I think there's nothing more you can ask for is to live a life where you've experienced a lot of things, a lot of love and success, and that you have enjoyed yourself. And it seemed like she did. And I'm hoping that she went peacefully. And so, the interesting thing is when you watch these tributes to people, when they talk about Betty White, you realize, and I didn't get it for a long time. I didn't get it. Like this time last year was Kobe Bryant, right? And I see the tributes that are going out, and I think I didn't get it first, how some people are super impacted by celebrities, people that they don't know, and when things happen. So it was just so nice to hear some of the heartfelt tributes that they had for her. And so if she's affected you guys, just have warm, peaceful thoughts that she transitioned peacefully. It seemed like, hey, Mom, love you. I'm back. Yeah. And so, yeah, Betty White, that was a big shocker. But I feel like, listen, she said, listen, I'm not going over into the new year with y'all. I'm not about to play with y'all today. She said, I'm not about to play with y'all. So she didn't. And she exit stage left. Yes. She made a grand entrance. I know that's right. I was like, all right, Betty. She's like leaving on my own terms. So I ain't mad at her. I'm sending out, just well wishes to her family and loved ones that are close. And anybody who, it was really affected by it. I just, sometimes you have to just be able to say that we had wonderful memories of a person and send them their flowers, right? All right, y'all. I told y'all today ain't not gonna be long. The more y'all talk back to me, I'll see what y'all like and what sticks and what doesn't. Y'all not talking much, but that's okay. And I know on the replay, you guys can go ahead and still comment because I still read the comments. I don't know why y'all don't think I don't read the comments. Go ahead with that. I heard Naomi Osaka was back to playing after she took a 4-month leave of absence. And I love that. You remember I gave her kudos because people talked about her for taking a mental health break. And I'm telling you, her being so young and understanding that her mental health was more important than any achievement she could make, man, I'm just telling you that self-awareness, that her emotional intelligence, her understanding that her mental health is way more fragile and way more important in the long term, and that you can always win another medal, you can always get another accomplishment, but if you don't have your mental health intact. So I'm super proud of her for taking that time off. Listen, it's people that are 30, 40, 50, 60 that did not feel the grace to take off time and rest or get right mentally. And the fact that she did it and when she had all this pressure on her, all these people saying, no, go, 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 go. And she said, nope, I'm stopping right here. I'm sure her coaches were devastated, and understandably so. They worked all year long for this. I'm sure people backed her. I'm sure her parents, they supported her. I'm sure her sponsors, they financially supported her, all those things. But like I tell you, people, the reality is you have to do what's right for you, even if you disappoint other people. You can't be so swayed by the opinions of other people that you don't do what's the best situation for you, and then go ahead and blame them later and say, well, they didn't let me. And it's like, wait a minute, wait. Your mental health is your responsibility and yours alone. Your mental health is your responsibility and yours alone. So you cannot put that on someone else. So you might say what you want to say, judge her, do what you need to do, but the fact that she took that time and literally got well, did some self-care, just took some time to rest emotionally, mentally, physically. Kudos, Naomi. I'm just so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You're doing an amazing job, and I'm sure you'll be better than ever now that you took that time off. So I'm just so happy for her. Super happy. If you guys have any hot topics that you want to put into the comments, let me know. We can talk about them because maybe I missed them. I don't watch the news. So I had to literally, honestly, go scroll through CNN real quick, like go through social media to see what things have been talked about because I really don't watch the news like that. So, to see what I saw. So I'm doing the best I can. So I'm talking about some stuff that's on social media. The last thing that I have right now is, y'all know Darius Cooks Williams, right? That's the guy who does the cooking. He's a dark-skinned, bigger guy. He's from Chicago, and he does the cooking. He's done the vegan cookbook. He's done the keto cookbook. He's done those cooking tours that's all over. He does like cooking on live. I'm sure you guys have seen him. I'm sure you know about him. He's very, very popular. He even he has like cookware out now and aprons and all that good stuff. Well, he put a post out earlier today, or no, was it yesterday? I believe. Was it yesterday or today? I don't remember. He put a post out where he was talking about he just turned 40 recently, and he said that and this is not me gossiping. I am not that person, but I just want to share because I thought it was amazing. I think I'm gonna share the post on my page later, but he recently turned 40, and he said that life has been really good for him. He's got, all the branding stuff going on. His cookbooks are doing really well. All his business is doing really well. He was on vacation. He was, just enjoying life. And he said, and all of a sudden he could not stop crying. And he said he went to dinner and he just had uncontrollable tears flowing down. And he said he really couldn't understand it. And he said it was so much so that he had to really go sit down. And he said he was just uncontrollably sad. He really couldn't understand where it came from. And he said that he had to make an appointment with a psychiatrist. And first of all, I thought it was so dope that he openly talked about having a psychiatrist. And he said, I think I'm paraphrasing, so if I get something wrong, y'all tell me. I'm not trying to word for word say what he was saying, but I'm just summing up what he was saying. And he was saying that he did not know, and I think he was in a severe depression in period at that moment. It just overwhelmed him, and he said, listen, I did everything from thinking positive thoughts. I did meditation. He said, I prayed. He said, life is going good. He said, I tried to talk to some people about it. He said, I tried to, do some positive things, he said he did all these different things that he could, but he said he still had that doom and that dark feeling and that uncontrollable cry, and he couldn't push past it. And so he said that his psychiatrist was like, that happens sometimes, especially with different hormones in your body, different things that's happening, different changes, different shifts, and some of it just can't be controlled with certain methods. So they gave him a prescription, and he was talking about, I think he said it was all Zoloft or something, I don't know, but he was saying that since he took it, it was so helpful for him, and he was able to feel like his normal self. And the purpose of his post was talking about how moments like this happen, and it doesn't mean that life is not good. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It doesn't mean that you aren't positive. It doesn't mean that you don't have good things happening for you. It doesn't mean that you didn't pray. It doesn't mean that you need deliverance. It just means that you need some extra help. And so it was so good that he was talking about this on his platform. More people need to talk about stuff like this on their platform, because you can have all the money, you can have all the stuff, you can have all the experiences, you can have all the people around you, and still there'll be something that's deep down just not right. And it could be a chemical imbalance. And sometimes chemical imbalances need to be hit with a chemical. So, he was like, it's good to, have prayer. It's good to have positive meditation, all that stuff. He said, and it's good to, go to therapy. All those things are good. And he said, I encourage you to do all of them. He said, I do all of them. He said, but also, I think you should also have psychiatrists. He said, because it can help. And he said, everybody talking about, you want to, get out of needing to take a pill like it's the most worst thing in the world. But if you need to take it, you should take it. And I totally agree with him. I do. I think we vilify things because it's the same way how people choose what sins to be more mad at. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's a wrong sin, but then you're doing this sin over here. It's both wrong, right? It's both wrong. And so let's not judge each other's stuff. Same thing. You will demonize taking some medicine for your mental status, your depression and your anxiety. You'll demonize that, but you won't demonize that Tylenol, them 3 Tylenols you take every single day because you're migraines. You won't demonize those 6, 400 milligrams ibuprofen you take when you get cramps. You won't demonize the fact that y'all self-medicating with alcohol y'all drink every single night so that y'all can sleep, because you don't really want to talk about the anxiety that you have. You won't demonize the fact that y'all popping pills to go to sleep, or y'all smoking so much marijuana that you are putting yourself into comatose so that you can calm those thoughts down. I'm not trying to get in y'all business. I'm just saying you cannot choose. Y'all should not choose to judge what people use. And I feel like I believe that God, God, your creator, whoever you want to believe in, they put doctors here to help us. So if you need that type of extra help to get a pill, and it's going to help you manage yourself so you can be a best version of you, I 100% believe that you should have it. 100% believe it. Yes, there are natural ways. But if you need that pill and you go get it and it helps you out, I'm 100% there. I absolutely do. And the fact that he used his platform to be vulnerable and talk about that and share and bring some light to this conversation and topic, super dope. Kudos to you, Darius. Continue to share your platform. Continue to talk about things that we need to talk about as a community that we don't talk about enough. Continue to break the stigma, because let me tell you something. Y'all still act like y'all scared to talk about mental health stuff. And, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to keep on talking about it. But the more that we bring conversations up, it's going to be better. I also want to tell you, I saw this, and I think I'm let's see, I think I'm a month late. I watched a video the other day. Yep, I don't even know who it was. I think it was All Deaf. I might just be making it up. But anyway, it was a video with men talking about mental health issues, or not issues. Okay, what they were talking about was they asked them questions, and they asked them, do they agree with these stereotypes in the community about Black men? They had like 6 different Black men, and they wanted to talk about different things. And what I loved about it was that these men were open and honest and talking about why certain stereotypes exist, why certain things happen, why they react a certain way, why they think other men like them act that way. And a lot of the stuff was based around mental health. And I was digging the conversation. I really was, because I think it was some good open dialogue that needs to happen much, much, much more. There were 2 guys in particular that talked about getting therapy and why it was helpful for them. And I remember one guy was like, oh, yeah, therapy's good, I'm sure, but I just, I go to the beach and I go out with my friends and I do this and that. And the guy was like, I love this one guy was like, no, I appreciate what you're saying, but having a therapist is completely different. A therapist is not just, this, you cannot go to the beach and go out with your friends and equate it to going to therapy and getting the tools that are going to help you to be the best version of you possible. Sorry, it's not comparable. And I love that he called him out on that, because I think sometimes we believe that we can go ahead and just talk to our girlfriend or have a, go out and drink all night and believe that that's, go on a trip and now all of a sudden we don't have any problems and we don't have mental health issues. Like, I think that the whole theory and understanding of therapy is all lost if you really think that you're just going to go to somebody and talk. It's not that. You're going to a professional that is actually going to help equip you with the tools, help you to swim through that stuff that's in your DNA, that stuff that's in your background, those experiences you went through, that trauma you went through, life, and just kind of unravel all that stuff. Have y'all felt like your life and what's in your head is a big ball of yarn that needs to be unraveled? Well, that's what a therapist should be doing, is helping you to unravel that. Things that kind of get stuck up there and you don't really know what to think about them and don't really know. There's an unbiased person that's equipped to help you kind of take that ball and then carefully take the strings apart so we can make something of it. That's the purpose of a therapist. And I was very appreciative that, those brothers were really talking about the importance of therapy and how it's helped them. And you can even listen to all the stuff they were talking about. You can see how good the therapy has helped them to be like holistic in their answers. So it was really kind of cool. So I love seeing that. I love that, everywhere I'm turning, I'm seeing much more talk about the mental health and mindsets and how we got to take care of ourselves emotionally, mentally. I really love it. So I think it's a good turn in the right direction. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I didn't bring up so many. Maybe I should have a little bit more, but I kind of don't want it to be something long. And the more that you guys talk, the more interactions. I know that when we do it again, you'll have a little bit more to say. And I know we can have a bit more dialogue. That's why I didn't want to have too many, because you want to leave space for dialogue. But I'm fine with this as it is. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please share this if you have not. Share. You don't know who needs to hear this. You don't know who it can help. And so please share on your platform, or just, tag somebody in it. Say, hey, look at this silly girl, seeing what she's talking about, what you think, And if you guys are watching the replay, go ahead and comment, like, share. Go ahead and do all that. I just challenge you guys to continue to tap in with me while we have these conversations, okay? Oh yeah, not that you guys asked, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. I started my emotional intelligence course yesterday. Oh my goodness, it was amazing. I'm so excited of the group of people that I have. We had a really good class yesterday. I'm just excited of where this is going. It's dope. So I'm just thinking that this year is going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. It's got to be amazing. It just really is. We about to get this healing work, okay? We about to get this healing work. It's no longer okay for me just to walk in this healing journey. I want everybody around me to be healed. I want everybody else to be working, okay? You got to get that work. Remember, Brianna said, work. Yes, all of you, all of us, work. That's what we're here for. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to get better, not just trying to get the bag. Get this emotional bag. Get this mental bag. Come on. Because the bag ain't going to matter if you don't got all this stuff together. It really won't. It really won't. So I love you guys. Thank you for rocking with me. As always, I appreciate you. I hope you have a great rest of your evening. I hope the last couple of weeks you guys enjoyed your holiday. I hope you had some time off. I hope that you reset, that you're ready for this new year. Y'all, I told y'all it's time to recalibrate. It's time to recalibrate and move forward. So I will see you guys on Thursday. I'm back at it. So I'm going to see y'all on Thursday. And I will talk with you soon. And as always, you are enough. You're enough. Don't you ever forget it. I'm going to say it every single time until you start to actually believe it. Okay? And don't forget, you can check out my website, www.parispjohnson.com. You can always get one of the shirts on there. You are enough. Embrace the peculiar. I have the other You Are Enough one, and then I have the new ones, Boundaries. Get you some. That's on there. So I got some other stuff still coming up. So we'll be in the loop, but check it out. And if you're not on my email list, you want to be. So check it out and go to www.com. Yeah, www.parispjohnson.com. Sign up for the email list. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.